What's happening, guys? How y'all doing today? If for some reason, somehow, you found your way onto this channel, that means the YouTube algorithm actually did something. So hey, thanks for that. So today, PlayStation is doing its state of play today, and what the topic is Last of Us Part 2. Now, there's a whole lot going on with this game. I'm not really going to get into that right now. If you still care, by the end of the video, I'm going to share my thoughts and a lot of these things going on. And also, what I'm going to do with this game, in terms of adding a playthrough to my channel. That's right, you heard it. Yeah, so stick around to here. Right now, I'm just going to react to the video. It's 23 minutes long. That's why I want to get into it right away. After that, if you guys still care, I'd like to talk about it. And hopefully you guys stick around. And yeah, you guys can let me know what you guys think. But right now we're gonna get into it. Just to let you guys know, I am excited for the game. I want to be really excited for the game. I am, all right. Despite but I just want to make the note of that. But right now we're gonna get into it now for sure. So let's get into it. All right. That was weird. Oh, I get it, because PlayStation. Haha. Alright.
I know you wish things were different. I wish things were different. Ellie! But they ain't.
Please stop!
Okay. Is this the trailer?
I'm leaving tomorrow.
Already seen this.
To do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get away with this?
How'd you find us?
You can't stop this.
I want what you want. But not at any cost.
You say I picked the right one, right? I've already seen this. This is why.
I really hope you make it.
I'll just let it ride out. That's what she said.
I have to finish it.
There's a cost.
We could have killed you. Maybe you should have.
Alright, well that's it. Time to get into the nitty gritty.
I'm Neil Druckmann, Vice President of Naughty Dog and the Director of The Last of Us Part 2. We're just a few weeks away from launch on June 19th, when the game will finally be in your hands. The wait has been long, and we're extremely grateful for your patience, especially now in the midst of these unprecedented and challenging times. We hope you're all taking care of yourselves and that you, your friends, and your loved ones are doing well. Because of these extraordinary circumstances, we can't be together in this final stretch and share the experience like we usually would. So today we're trying something different. Something we've never done before. Over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to give you an in-depth look into what awaits you in The Last of Us Part 2, including new details about the gameplay experience and story. And to cap it all off, we'll be showing a never-before-seen, lengthy gameplay sequence. You'll definitely want to stick around for that.
I hope so, man, because they got quite a bit to make up for. Quite a bit, so hopefully this does something.
I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away. They were actually gonna make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her.
The Last of Us Part 2 picks up Ellie and Joel's story several years after the events of the first game. Ellie and Joel have settled in Jackson, Wyoming, amongst a thriving community of survivors. With the threats of the world kept outside the town's walls, Jackson has been able to find relative peace and even stability. Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships within the community.
Scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate our kiss from last night?
However, this peace is short-lived. Jackson and Ellie suffer a violent and traumatizing event. Ellie sets off back into the treacherous outside world in search of retribution and justice. Her journey will take her to new parts of the country previously unexplored in the last.
Okay, one thing I want to say is, despite all the criticism and all this thing, one thing that people honestly cannot say anything bad about is like the graphics. The graphics, you can't say anything about the graphics. The graphics hold up. The graphics themselves do its job, so you can't say anything about the graphics. It's got that high-end PlayStation Sony budget, you know what I'm saying? So the budget needs to hold up. That's like a given. All right, that's all I just wanted to say.
Last of Us. The story spans multiple seasons and climates, from the snow-capped mountains of Jackson to the lush Pacific Northwest. Each introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore, rendered in meticulous detail and unprecedented scale with the latest iteration of the Naughty Dog engine.
Look at that.
Our goal was to make these environments not only beautiful, but feel as grounded and authentic to the cities they're based on as possible. Much of the story unfolds in what remains of Seattle, a massive former quarantine zone. Its locales are incredibly diverse, spanning a dense city center with a skyline of towering high-rises to the beautiful suburbs and stormy waterfronts that surround it. The city exhibits drastic shifts in architecture, elevation, and weather. And with Part 2, we've introduced new traversal mechanics that afford greater exploration and ways to navigate threats.
Ellie has a jump button.
Ellie is not only able to climb and jump over gaps, but she can use ropes to scale vertical terrain or swing over obstacles, allowing you to discover new areas, resources, and side narratives.
What the?
These
Okay.
more open environments also create new strategic considerations in combat. Whether it's to get the
Gotta
jump
put those
on enemies
Uncharted
or
mechanics to
bypass
use,
them
right?
entirely. The Last of Us Part 2 features some of the largest environments we've ever created. Horseback riding will allow Ellie to quickly cover some of these expansive terrains. Some streets are so flooded that a boat is required to navigate them. However, the world of The Last of Us is as lush and inviting as it is deadly. As Ellie uncovers the path to finding those who have wronged her, she must face the many threats of this unknown city. In the wake of the pandemic and the fall of the quarantine zone, Seattle has become a war zone, where two warring factions find themselves in an ongoing conflict for territory and resources. One of these groups is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF. The WLF are a militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle, and eventually wrestled control of the city from them. They are highly trained, organized, and well-equipped with weapons they stole from the army. They occupy much of the city, imprisoning or killing trespassers on sight.
Hey, we got another trespasser. A girl. Did you see her?
On the other side of this bloody conflict is a group of religious zealots called the Seraphites, or Scars, defined by the self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces. Like the WLF, they're deeply tribalistic and territorial. They're known for being stealthy, using overgrowth as cover, and they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Clip her wings.
Oh, I remember seeing this one. not
Beyond
kind.
this
Oh,
conflict among survivors, the threat that originally brought the world to its knees is very much present. Every human is in danger of falling victim to the infected. There are the recently infected runners, who are more numerous and aggressive in this game. The blind but extremely deadly clickers,
of course.
and the stalkers, who sneak and hide until they're ready to attack, surprising their victims with extreme agility and brutal violence. The Last of Us Part 2 introduces new stages of infected, such as the Shamblers. Large, heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustule. Upon getting close to you, they expel a corrosive spore cloud that burns its victims. But our most terrifying and lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves.
Ah, I thought you were about to tell him right now. That sounds
Overcoming
fun.
these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment, and the environment to your advantage. The WLF patrol the streets of Seattle with guard dogs, which are capable of detecting and following you, even while in cover.
You think this guy's connected to the
They can pick up your scent and alert their handlers to your presence. Listen mode will reveal your scent trail, so keep moving and cause distractions to avoid detection.
could be hiding anywhere.
25 years after the pandemic began, the world is completely overgrown. Use tall grass to hide from enemies and go prone to stay out of sight. However, this form of analog stealth means you're never fully hidden. If
Why
enemies
is he
get
using the
close
word
enough, they can
pandemic now?
discover you,
They haven't
even
really
in
used
grass.
that word in like
When
this
Ellie is
franchise.
overwhelmed, running away is a viable option.
Now they are. Just noticed.
You can also break glass or crawl through tight spaces to find new paths or areas to evade or take on your enemies. In any given combat situation, you can flee an encounter and re-establish stealth to regain the advantage. If you absolutely have to fight your way out, there are a variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her enemies. She can sprint and quickly dodge incoming attacks. Learning how opponents attack with different weapons and mastering the timing of your dodges will prevent you from taking damage and create opportunities to counterattack.
Nice.
You can use throwable items or well-placed shots to stun enemies before dealing a killing blow. Or using them as a shield to protect yourself or buy some time to figure out your next move. Ellie isn't always alone on her journey. Allies will take part in helping you navigate the environments, spot enemies, and meaningfully help you in combat encounters.
Ew. Oh, sweet. That. What's his name? Ooh. I forgot his name. Sorry.
Between the human survivors and the roaming infected, there will be times where multiple threats are present, creating new strategic considerations and opportunities. You can choose whether to attack these opponents separately and directly, or find ways to pit them against each other.
I like the sound of that second one.
Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage with whomever's left.
They're like, we're out. We out.
Our goal is to create unparalleled attention, coupled with deep systems that give you greater control and influence over your journey. As you play, you'll be able to invest in a broad collection of crafting items, weapon, and player upgrades through training manuals scattered throughout the environment and scavenging for ingredients. These skills and upgrade manuals cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience. We
I've
also
heard
wanted to
that.
extend that agency and personalization to your weapons through our new workbench system. Scavenge for parts to modify and improve your weapon's performance and attributes, all of which are visualized and become part of your character. Survival will also require using the parts and ingredients that you'll find in the environment, which can be crafted into a wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors, and more.
Okay. I like that you can craft your own silencer now. You couldn't do that before in the first game. I mean, the combat alone is already better than the first game. I already seen it. I had to sneeze. Hold on.
All of these gameplay systems are meant to immerse you in the world and make you feel in lockstep with Ellie's
Don't y'all hate when that
emotional journey.
happens?
As we've said before, this is Naughty Dog's largest, most ambitious game. It may seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play The Last of Us Part 2. We can't wait for you to experience it all for yourself on June 19th.
Still
Until
got
then,
more, right?
here's an extended sequence of never-before-seen gameplay.
There we go.
Enjoy.
This is what I want to see.
Did you find her yet?
Shit.
Escape while no one was looking. We're searching the area, just in case she's still around.
Isaac's not happy about it.
No shit.
Escape. What the fuck are they talking about?
Wait, I just realized she can. I just had a slow moment. I just realized, oh shit, she's swimming. Wow. Okay, so there's that. It's another check mark off the list. Now we just gotta hear Joel sing, right? How many seconds was I in before I realized that she was swimming? How can you not hear someone coming out of the water? Oh, it doesn't matter because you're dead.
Don't make a fucking
Oh,
sound. Hands up.
that explains it.
Do you know a girl named Nora? Sure, yeah. Where is she? In the hospital. Where in the hospital?
Is that a PSP?
She's somewhere in there.
Oh. Oh. Oh, shit. She got her like right here. I'm gonna have to watch that back later. Ooh, that was brutal. That was pretty dope though.
Boats away. Word is we're almost wrapped up.
Good. I got my girl waiting for him for 5.
You shitting me? They put you with Joe again?
Upstairs.
Hey, we get the job done.
I bet you do. No, this is not fair.
I'm telling you, man. Data soldier.
Get the
Makes
piece
these
out
shit
real
so
quick.
much easier.
Sure. I'll keep that in mind.
Fuck. Sounds like scars are getting closer.
If that's our guys executing those freaks.
Hey, did you hear that we're all getting called up to the fob?
I heard that Isaac wants us to retake all of downtown.
I heard we might take the fight to them.
Oh, no way. Not after what went down last time. Even Isaac isn't that crazy.
That's what I heard.
Not gonna be happy with what happens this time. Go on, get him, Ellie. Get him. Grab. Stealth kill. You gonna do that? Ooh.
Shut
terminated.
Sticky tape from that way.
Yeah, grab that. Not the best, but you can beat someone over the head with it. Oh, I think he just upgraded it.
Head out. Take the whole coast up. Someone's out there.
Oh my god. You didn't have to do the dog like that, man. Oh my god. Shit. I feel like the dog got the worst of that more than the human did. Ooh.
Just like that.
Perfect. Y'all heard them sound effects? How many weapons can you carry in that little bag? I mean, we kind of did too in the first game. We had a whole flamethrower, just stuff it in our backpack.
Saw movement.
I'll go check it out. I got you covered. Holy shit! Shit! Look out! Move! Over here! Drop her now! Quick!
You didn't even get to finish your sentence. Ooh, I want to see what she does with that. Ah! Oh my god. Oh, damn. Right there. Oh. Who dares shoot at Ellie? You don't shoot at Ellie, Ellie shoots at you.
Damn it! Find another way off!
Alright.
That you, Nora?
Alright. Get to watch them. See what they got going on. Weren't they alerted because, like, there were gunshots?
You're gonna tell us where she went.
When Isaac talks to us about this,
I'm getting tired of this.
Nora. Nora! I'm not going down for her, man.
Ooh, it's gonna be loud. Okay. Ellie's a little ninja, ain't she?
Don't scream. Put that shit down.
Who that?
You remember me? Yeah. You remember me.
Is that it? Okay. Okay, so that was cool. I liked it. The gameplay needed to be upgraded from the first game because the first game had such an impact that many people continue playing it even after its initial release. Since what, 2013 it was, so that's like 7 years or so was my guesstimation. Because I mean, the last few times I played it, the first game, yeah, the mechanics the last time I played, I mean, it wasn't that long ago, no, a few months ago, I can't remember. But the gameplay mechanics did feel outdated. It's not its fault. It's just because it's been out for so long and it's the only game. Obviously, back then the mechanics were like great. So I'm really glad that they definitely look and feel upgraded. The combat alone is obviously a lot better than the first game. Ellie can swim. I didn't even pay attention to that detail. I don't know. I was focused on like the video, not really, but like it took me I don't know how many minutes to realize like, oh shit, Ellie's swimming. So, like I said, that's that. Overall, it's about what I expected, but I am pleased with what I saw. I know Ellie's gonna be all on this murderous hate rampage on this go around, which what, I will fully embrace. I know they said that we kind of had the option to. Well, hell, even if we went full on pacifist mode, they said we can go the whole game without killing anyone or something like that. That's not gonna happen. I can tell you right now, that's not gonna happen for me. I am going to embrace the hate that Ellie is engulfing, manifesting, whatever. I'm going to embrace it because it has been a long time. I have waited forever. I'm not gonna go pacifist mode. I'm sure some people will do it, maybe for like a YouTube video, but come on, who's really gonna do that? Now the dogs, y'all saw the Molotov drop on the dog? That was okay. Well, we now know you have the option to do that. In terms of the doggos, in my playthrough, I'm gonna just try to like not hurt them as much as possible. I don't know how else gonna happen because my stealth is pretty ass, if I'm being honest. But I'm gonna do the most of my power to avoid any harm to any of the doggos in the playthrough of this game. So now here we are on the part where I give my thoughts. So I didn't full on read the leaks, but we're under quarantine lockdown, so there's only so much you can do in the day to stay distracted, right? I'm always on my phone most of the time and whatnot, so it's like I tried avoiding them, but people in the comments or like anything on anywhere are posting and stuff, so it's like I'm scrolling. It's like I'm scrolling through whatever it is, and if I see a comment that all of a sudden pertains to it, I try to look away as fast as possible. That only worked for so long. I've caught a couple glimpses here and there. I try to like immediately forget that I saw it, but it's like the more you focus on it, so it's I kind of pieced together just about somewhat what happens in the game. I heard that there are people right now who are playing the game right now, and they're gonna review it on June 12th, I think. And I saw this one tweet of one of the people who was I guess playtesting it for that review, and in the Twitter responses they said I can't source it right now because I don't know how to edit for shit or anything like that. But I mean, you guys can look into it. But someone asked them if something about the leaks. They said like if it was like if it hindered their experience if they had read the leaks, and the person said yeah, they did read the leaks, and they said that so far what they had only seen. They're saying he said that what was real was what we got in terms of the leaked footage. That's real, but in terms of other things written, the leaks that were in writing, I'm getting the impression that they were not all real. So that gives me hope. Honestly, that gives me hope. I mean, I can understand why people are mad. I really do. I mean, I felt some type of way when I was piecing it together. The fact is, though, I've waited for this game for so long. I'm talking about 7 years. This game, the first game, it did stuff for me in 2013. It did something, and it just, this game has just stuck with me since then. So I have been waiting for this forever. I will be playing this on the channel. In case you're new here, yeah, I run a YouTube channel that's kind of a like hybrid mix between game playthroughs and reactions so far. It might expand, I don't know, but right now this is kind of what I'm doing. I am going to play the game. If it is bad, you know what, like, it's like I have to see it through. I really do, because like I said, the first game did stuff, and to just, like, you know, hear about the leaks and then just disregard the whole thing and then not play it, it's just, you guys know how blue balled I'm gonna be for the rest of summer, you know. So let's just assume, hypothetically, let's assume, it hurts to say this, let's just assume for the worst, it's all bad, the game, let's assume it's bad. For me personally, I have to see it through. Even if it leaves like a bad taste in my mouth, leaves me feeling really bitter and crushed, I will just, I don't know, I'll do some headcanon and just remove this game from existence. I don't know. But I know I have to see it through. I want it to be great, which I'm really hoping it will be. I'm not going to try to let these leaks like ruin anything. And like I said, I didn't like really read them, but you know, when you see comments here and there, you try to look away, then your brain kind of starts to piece things together, and you're just like, oh my god, you know, that's kind of what happened with me. Same thing happened with Avengers Endgame actually as well. Someone told me, someone spoiled the ending in some YouTube video, and I looked away right away. But you know, it mentioned something about a Stark and like a Pepper Potts and like a, you know, a not living scene, you know. So it kind of just like, I hate when that happens, because you put an effort not to get leaked, but then it's like, you know, your brain decides to actually function for once, and then you piece it all together. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start a playthrough. If you guys found your way onto this channel, I hope you guys check out my channel. Right now I am playing Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and right now, more importantly, mainly, I am playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, which, guys, I gotta admit, I love that game. I have never touched a single Final Fantasy game in my life until this one, the remake. Just because, I'm not gonna lie, just because of the hype, I bought into it, yeah, and I did. And you know what? I'm glad I did, because I really love that game. It's freaking awesome, and I haven't played like it's like there's been like a drought for me in terms of good story games lately, and this one, it just filled it in really nice for me. So that's what I'm playing right now. I love it. If you guys care enough, you guys want to check it out, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, it's a rage fest. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You guys want to see like my rage side this early on in my channel career, go check out Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, because I'm telling you, it's just y'all get to see that side of me way too early. But that's what I'm doing right now. So I mean, what do you guys think, right? Anyone who sees this, I know my channel is small. I want the game to be good. Last of Us Part 2. I've waited forever. I can't just not play it, because, you know, there's a lot of issues with it and stuff like that. Right now, like, you know, at first glimpse with this right now, I mean, I'm on board. I like it. The gameplay is awesome. The violence is top notch, you know. I'm all about that stuff. So, am I forgetting anything? I guess that's it for now. Like I said, again, I will be playing it. I'm excited to play it. I'm also nervous to play it, you know, for you guys know why. But I'm gonna leave it there. Let me know what you guys think, and I hope you guys check out my channel. It's kicking up, but you know, I'm trying my best here. So that'll do it for now, guys. Sure to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.